Hey everybody, Alisha here with Terradrift, and today we're going to talk about what to take on a day hike. So when you head into the great outdoors, there are a few things you should never leave home without. Clothing, for example. I highly recommend you wear clothes on the hiking trail. Please, for the benefit of us all. Also, probably shoes, unless, I don't know, you're really into barefoot hiking, I guess. More power to ya. But there are a few, maybe less obvious items you should also take with you when you lace up your hiking boots. 10 items, in fact. And they're things you should always keep in your backpack on just about any kind of hike or outdoor activity. So, like kayaking, river rafting, picnicking near remote alpine lakes. I don't know. If you're going outside, take it with you. So let's break them down. Here are the 10 essentials for hiking. Number 1, water. This one should be a given, right? Drink lots and bring more than you think you'll need. And it may not hurt to bring maybe a method for sanitizing water in case you run out and there's a stream nearby. But you always want to make sure you have more water than you need in case you get lost. Number 2, food. Again, you need to eat, so this should be pretty obvious, even if you're only planning to be out for an hour or two. Because what if you get lost? Or you find a sweet lookout and want to stay for a while? Bring more food than you anticipate needing so you can stay out there a little longer if you want to, or again, if you get lost. Number 3, extra clothing. Even in warmer climates, bring an extra layer or two of clothing. Sometimes weather changes suddenly, or you gain more altitude than you anticipated, and you'll be real sorry if you end up soaked or frozen by the time you get back to your car. I recommend like a zip-up of some kind or a rain jacket. Next on the list, first aid kit. Don't leave home without it. It could literally save your life. But most likely it will just make your outing more comfortable if you get, I don't know, a blister or a headache or a little scratch and you need a bandage. Check out our video of what should be in that first aid kit. We'll put the link in the description below. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, but a little something with the basics definitely goes a long way. Next up, navigational tools. Even the best of us get turned around from time to time, even on fairly well-marked trails. So bring a map and a compass. I cannot tell you how many times we've had to direct fellow hikers because they didn't even bother to bring a map. Most parks give them to you for free. Just take one already. And a compass never hurts either. Of course, you have to know how to use it, so maybe do that too. Next on the list is sun protection. No matter what season it is, bring sun protection like sunscreen. And, probably a hat. Don't make your delicate epidermis suffer because you couldn't be bothered to drop some sunscreen in your bag. We've gotten burned on short kayaking trips and long hikes alike, so just do it. Next on the list, Firestarter Tools. Even if you're not planning on staying overnight, it doesn't hurt to bring matches and other fire starters, especially if you're on a trail that you're not familiar with. That way, if you get hurt or lost and have to survive on your own for a night, you'll have heat, as well as a way to signal for help. Very useful. And speaking of having to spend an unexpected night outdoors, you should also bring light. We like a quality headlamp, but a flashlight will do too. Just make sure the batteries are charged. I mean, honestly, there's nothing more embarrassing than pulling out your headlamp at dusk and realizing it's only got like 2 minutes of battery left. Frankly, a little light can go a long way toward keeping panic at bay if the sun starts going down and you're not sure how far you are from the trailhead. So just toss one in there. You should also bring a multi-tool. This one's tiny, but on a short day hike, you don't need anything serious. But something that's like a pocket knife with all, the little different pulley-outy bits. We like a full-on multi-tool generally, but something small and simple will work. As the name implies, they have many uses and are great to have in many a circumstance. Last of all, an emergency shelter. Now, you might not have planned to spend the night outdoors, but sometimes it happens, especially in unfamiliar wilderness areas where you may not be able to find your way back to the trailhead. or maybe you get swept downriver too far when kayaking, or you get injured and aren't able to hike out on your own. Now, we're not suggesting that you go on an everyday hike with a tent in your pack. That might be a little extreme. But if you bring something as simple as an ultralight tarp or a space blanket, this guy is a big old funky poncho. Then you can bed down in an emergency without freaking out. Okay, so with slightly less freaking out, probably. There will still likely be an element of freaking out. So those are the 10 essentials. We suggest keeping the items all together in one place so you can just grab them and go when you're ready for adventure. So pack up and stay safe out there. That's about it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with friends, family, and all of your hiking buddies. And make sure to subscribe for more gear reviews, cool destinations, and sustainable adventure. And be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Terradrift, and head on over to terradrift.com for all sorts of dope travel and adventure content. Thanks for watching, everybody, and then wander on.